So really, I want to make this video pretty short because it's really easy to explain what's going on here with indexed universal life. Most whole life people out there, and just people in general, financial advisors that don't understand this product, they think that it's really expensive. And really, that couldn't be farther from the truth. This is not an expensive product. In fact, this is a very cheap product. Okay, so there's a few things that you need to know. We're looking at an illustration here. I picked this particular policy just because it happens to show you the fees right there in the middle column that you can kind of see here. I'll highlight it for you. So that's going to be your fees, policy charges. So a couple things to know about this product in particular. And really, this is almost every index universal life policy that's out there. Number one, these policies are front-loaded with fees, meaning the first 10 years of the contract, you're going to be paying the largest fees. And that's pretty self-evident here. $4,600 in fees, that's quite a bit. That stays level throughout basically those first 10 years, okay? And then check this out. After the 10th year, your fees go from $4,500 in year 10 down to $674. And that fee slowly but surely, steadily starts climbing out into policy existence. Now, I don't want to go too much farther because I'm showing this policy. I'm actually showing income on this policy. That's a whole nother conversation, and it definitely changes some of the internal fees. But you'll note here, 30 years down the road, we got a 62-year-old. They're paying $1,600 in fees. Okay, so that's the first half. The first half of this conversation is this policy is front-loaded the first 10 years. That's very easy to see here. $4,000. We're looking at this middle column. $4,000 for the first 10, $4,500, $4,600 for the first 10 years, and that drops off substantially in year 11. And it's lower all the way out till they're 63 years old, 31 years out. Okay, now the other thing that's important to note here is, what is a money manager going to charge you to manage your money? What is a money manager going to charge you to manage your money? If they're any good at all, it's going to be more than 1%. Okay, if they're any good at all, it's going to be more than 1%. Somebody who's brain dead, who can't beat the S&P, is going to charge you at least 1%. So, but just for the benefit of the doubt, let's just assume that it is 1% that you're paying in fees for your money manager. In this policy, we have $1.6 million in 31 years. $1.6 million in 31 years. And we are paying $1,700 in fees. If you had $1.6 million worth of money manager, what would you pay in fees? $1.6 million times 1% is $16,138.97. We are paying a tenth of the fee that a money manager would charge you. So yes, is it more in the first 10 years? Yes, of course it is. It's more in the first 10 years than a money manager would typically charge you. But you tell me, would you rather pay a fraction more in the first 10 years in order for the rest of your life to get rates that are comparable to a tenth of what a money manager is going to charge you to manage your money? I mean, look at this. You got $1 million here and you're paying $1,100 in fees. If you had $1 million with a money manager, they're charging you at least $10,000 a year to manage your money, whether or not you make or lose, doesn't matter. 1% off the top every single year. This policy, by comparison, is substantially less expensive than what your typical money manager is going to charge you to watch your money and do nothing for you. So if you've heard that life insurance is expensive, you're mistaken. And whoever told you that is wrong. And I don't know how more clear this can be. Just as a point of clarification, then we'll wrap this up. This is the total policy charges for the entire policy. Every single policy fee that could be included in this contract is reflected in these numbers right here. It's front-loaded for the first 10 years. After that, it drops off substantially. And you can see for yourself. A money manager is charging you exponentially more than what this policy is charging you in fees on a yearly basis. Something that we typically say at Millionaire Wealth Manager is if you want to retire, rather, like a millionaire, you need to start planning like one today. And part of that has to do with just having a real dialogue about fees, what you're paying and what you're getting. And this is a common misconception that most money managers, they just frankly don't understand. So if you want to know more about this topic, I encourage you to click the link below, or you can click the box above that says click here to find out more. This is something that you should absolutely be taking care of. We do a course on this particular concept right here, using life insurance for tax-free retirement income. I encourage you to go there. It's a phenomenal course, and I look forward to seeing you there.